Something terrifying is unfolding in Sokoto State, and the pieces of this story are connecting in ways that are impossible to ignore. What happened yesterday has left an entire community shaken and raised questions that go far beyond one single attack. On Sunday afternoon, in Tudun Wada community of Sabon Bani local government area, life was moving as usual. People were outside. The sun was high. Then, without warning, suspected gunmen linked to Bello Turji walked into the village in broad daylight, as if no one could stop them. Within moments, the village head was captured and brutally beheaded. No warning shots. No attempt to hide. Just raw violence, carried out openly. Security analyst Bakatsin later confirmed the attack, and since then, fear has completely taken over the area. Residents say the most chilling part is not just what happened, but how confidently it was done. These men didn't sneak in at night. They didn't run. They walked in like they owned the place. Now here's where the story takes a much deeper turn. Despite widespread celebrations and viral claims online, Bello Turji is not dead. On December 28, fact-checkers confirmed that reports of his death in alleged U.S. airstrikes were false. Security expert Zagazola Mokoma, after careful investigation, revealed that Turji is very much alive and has simply relocated. His new base is said to be Dubago, north of Dan Adoma village in Sabon Bani, roughly 25 kilometers from the Niger Republic border. So while many believe the terror had ended, the truth is far more dangerous. The man behind years of bloodshed is still operating. And then comes the international angle. On Christmas night, former U.S. President Donald Trump announced that American forces had carried out airstrikes on what he described as ISIS terrorist camps in Sokoto State. According to him, Tomahawk missiles launched from U.S. Navy vessels, along with Reaper drones, fired 16 precision munitions into the Bamni forest area of Tangaza. Trump claimed the strikes were meant to protect Christians in Nigeria and controversially referred to them as a Christmas present for terrorists. Nigeria's foreign minister confirmed that approval was given, stating the targets were ISIS enclaves planning large-scale attacks. But on the ground, the story looks very different. In Jebo village, debris from the missiles reportedly landed close to the community's only medical facility. Residents like Suleiman Kagara insist they have never seen ISIS or any terrorist group in their peaceful area, where Christians and Muslims live side by side without conflict. Even a state lawmaker, Bashar Aese Jebo, confirmed that the area has no history of ISIS, Lakurewa, or extremist activity. So the question remains, were the right targets hit, or are innocent communities paying the price for a war they aren't part of? Now, let's return to Bello Turji, because this is where the timing becomes impossible to ignore. Earlier this month, Nigerian military forces killed one of Turji's most powerful lieutenants, Kolom Buzu, during an operation in Sabon Bani. Kolom wasn't just another fighter, he controlled over 100 armed men, collected levies for Turji, terrorized rice farmers, and launched raids from Donzango forest. When he was killed alongside 10 other bandits, communities quietly celebrated. For the first time in years, they could breathe. But security experts warned then, Turji would not let this go. Reports say Turji was devastated by Kolom's death and immediately threatened revenge, blaming even his own lieutenants for the mistake that exposed Kolom. And now, less than 2 weeks later, a village head is publicly beheaded in the same region. The message feels deliberate. Many believe the killing in Tudun Wada is revenge, punishment for communities seen as cooperating with security forces. Turji has a long, bloody history of retaliation. While he claims his actions are reprisals against attacks on Fulani herders, residents and analysts say his true motivations are power, money, and vengeance. Since early this year, Turji has been under heavy military pressure. His son was killed in January. Several commanders have been eliminated. Yet his network remains deadly. His men have abducted newlywed brides, burned vehicles with passengers inside, attacked mosques, displaced thousands, and demanded protection fees of up to 50 million Nigerian nairas just to allow farmers return to their land. Back in February, the Nigerian army chief vowed that Turji's days were numbered, telling him to keep running because it was only a matter of time. But attacks like this prove that even wounded, his network can still strike hard and brutally. Right now, residents of Tudun Wada and nearby communities are living in fear, haunted by what they witnessed in broad daylight. Women's groups in the north have pleaded with Turji to surrender and give peace a chance, but so far, there are no signs of him slowing down. Insecurity in northwest Nigeria continues to worsen. Thousands have been killed. Thousands more abducted. Billions of naira paid in ransoms. And families are left wondering who will be next. If you want to stay informed as this story continues to unfold, like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any updates. And now, we want to hear from you. What do you think is the real solution to this crisis? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this affects all of us as Nigerians.